Hi, hello, and welcome. I'm Susan, and hope you're doing well. It's been a while, and small update because right after recording the audio for first episode, I lost my voice. So I haven't been really talking for 5 days or so. Besides me doing Japanese class, because when it's Japanese speaking class, you gotta speak. And that's the other thing. I started uni, um, where linguistic school, because it's not formally uni, but kinda uni. Listen, Polish school system is very confusing because you've got like five names for university, like the higher education. So I'm just going to call it school because yeah, it's a school. So I've been in English linguistics for about 2 weeks. Kinda get frustrated, not gonna lie to you. It's just I just realized I was taught things that a teacher should know instead of a translator. And I panicked because I don't want to be a teacher of any languages. I never want to be a teacher. It might sound pretentious, but I think I would make a decent mentor in art, but um, teaching is a responsibility that I don't think I would ever be able to handle. I can show someone how to do stuff or challenge someone to do creative stuff, but I don't think I would be a good teacher. So I asked the school whether I can transfer to Japanese linguistics because I used to study Japanese when I was in 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. Um, and I got accepted, and the first time I walked into the class, it was hiragana test. So that was a nice adrenaline rush. And I was asked if I want to do it, and I said, yeah, give it to me. I passed 18 out of 20, not the best, but I was pretty much proud of myself because it's been 5 years since I handwritten hiragana, katakana, and kanji. So it's been a long, but I still was able to remember the shapes and all of the syllables. And for me, it was like a kind of coming back home moment. It made me remember why I really like Japanese, but really hiragana, katakana, and kanji really remind me more of a drawing rather than traditional calligraphy. Yeah, so school, I was sick. I'm still doing commissions. I am finishing the last one, but I really have a few slots left. So the commission info will also be in the bio. I'm gonna plug it in. Tomorrow I've got katakana test, so that's also nice. As well as started experimenting a little bit with traditional sketches. I'm gonna show it to you in probably the next video. But yeah, for the past 2 weeks, there was a huge fog, no good lightning, and I was like, where's the sun? And today, the sun is shining right into my face, and I'm like, I've got enough. 5 minutes of sun is enough for me, so yeah. And on the other note, I am also desperately trying to finish Ichilumi animations. If you've seen my Instagram stories, you see some snippets, and not gonna lie, I weirdly like rough animating and doing line art in Adobe Animate. I kind of figured it out, but I absolutely hate coloring the shades. I hate coloring the cactus in Adobe Animate. It feels so not intuitive, so very and I'm dreading it. I have around 14 scenes and I've colored 4 in 3 days, which for me is like the worst because coloring is the stage I absolutely adore. Coloring is the stage I love, and I heard other animators, YouTube animators saying that coloring is really like brain dead, like they kind of relax during the coloring, but I can't. Literally, when I color animation, all I'm thinking is like this inner critic. I call her Gremlin Sue. Gremlin Sue comes out and starts screaming at me how terrible I am, how this animation is trash, how I am terrible, basically. It's like, I don't know what's going on. It's like my brain decides because it's bored, because coloring animation is, I'm not gonna lie, it's boring. It's boring to color animations. Because my brain is bored, it probably decides to just put this gremlin back on display to just have me either emotional or what. I don't know. But I'm probably gonna take 2 weeks to color it. I still have backgrounds to do and editing. But I think that the backgrounds and editing are going to be a blast for me, because this coloring is not. And I'm so sorry for the wait. I really, really want to have it finished by the November 11th. But what can I tell you? I have a long week granted by school. So I have 10th and 11th off, and 11th is actually Poland's Independence Day, so I will probably won't be able to make it. I feel I won't. It's just I don't know. And that's it. I think that's enough. I stopped with this animation for a bit, so yay. Now, I really wanted to discuss you with a piece that I wanted to show you, to display to you with today's Draw With Me. And today's piece is inspired but also dedicated to well, it's embarrassing to say, but to one of my greatest art inspirations throughout the throughout the years, Vikas, aka Furia13 at Instagram, Twitter, and Patreon. Oh god, I really adore her style, and I've been fangirling over her work since her Ryan Mustang and Riza Hakai drawings. It, this is something that I see kind of like sidelines. This is something that I see a lot of younger people kind of cringe when older people display emotions. Like, I am in the middle, I am 20, and not gonna lie, my 32-year-old cousin recently just came up to me, looked me straight in the face, and called me old. And I was like, Kate, you're 12 years older than me? Who is the old one? And she was like, no, I feel young. And I still do not understand, but yeah. I still do not understand what she meant. But I see younger people basically cringing at people like between ages of me and my cousin Kate uh, over things, and I'm like, I still want to have, this childhood like sparkle, this childhood spark to enjoy things that I don't know that I enjoy. Because what are like adults supposed to be enjoying? I cannot find anything adulthood related to enjoy. I prefer, you know, media in general. But anyway, this piece of artwork, maybe test that I'm going around is that I wanted to grab this feeling that that Vika had with her most recent art, but I'm right now showing you the most recent Shulani art. When I'm recording this, I am very, very slow at recording. Apologies. uh, I wanted to capture the emotions and kind of continue on with the picture, with the various art, with kind of the same idea but different twist. I am probably blabbering right now. I gotta catch breath, stuffed nose again. But well, recently is what my art history and I realized on Vika's artwork is that her lines are more urgent, more rough, and I really like this feeling, so I kind of decided to do it myself. Like, I started with a sketch, but I decided to refine the sketch so much that it's almost like line art and then paint under it. And also decided to go with black and white because I hardly ever use black and white and grays. I am mostly known for color, that I realized, and I kind of wanted to try something that is not smooth, that it's so rough and so distant from my style. And what can I tell you? It was inspired by Vika's art, but I feel I kind of failed because it doesn't seem Vika's inspired. It seems more like a weird art baby between Alfons Mucha and Gustav Klimt, which I did Shulumi the Kiss version. I kind of like this artwork still, but I kind of want to redo it. But on the other hand, I am still not sure how I would want to redo it. I've been thinking of doing a standee, like acrylic standee, with the Kiss theme, but more bluish instead of goldish to resemble the Intibat scene. But still, I'm gonna learn how to speed up the process and like keeping my head on instead of wandering. Which is ironic because Wanderer came out recently, as in came out his drip marketing, and when I looked at him I was like, oh my god, you have everything I love, which is black, like aqua-ish, greenish, bluish, and gold and red eyeliner. And I love him. He looks like a little maniac, but I still love. But well, something that I've recently saw other artists do was to use lasso for painting, and well, I decided to try it too, and it gives a lot of more hard edges. It's also nice to do like a texture brush and lightly scrape it over the marked area with lasso, so it gives you like a little bit of opacity. it is also a nice, and the entire piece, to be honest, it kind of resembles me like beginning of my 2019 art when I was really paintery, but I didn't use the lasso tool. But it was still a nice comeback, I think. My initial idea for limiting myself with just black and white was more that showing the opposite sides. I know that yin and yang, the black symbolizes the female in Chinese yin and yang, uh, and white symbolizes the man. But I kind of wanted to look at it as the bright side of life and the dark side of life. As in, bright side, the Lumine is the optimistic one, and child would be the more pessimistic one. And the idea of them colliding is that the closer they get, the more they lose their original, very bright white, very pure white, and very deep, pure black, and slowly become gray. It was like in Halsey's song that was Colors. You touch me and I became the lilac sky. Um, as in, he was blue, she was red. He touched her and she became the lilac sky, and he just found the purple wasn't for him. I laugh a lot. That it also reminded me of that. I really listened to this song a lot, but years ago, which makes me kind of nostalgic. And now that I look at the recording of this art and speed paint, all I can think of is I struggled with Child's one eye so much. Like, I've never struggled with an eye so much. And the other thing is, if I were ever to make a print out of this art, out of this piece of art, this drawing, this test, I don't like calling my drawings artworks because I don't I don't know, using a word artwork for me is like a little bit embarrassing for me, because when I play around and I make art, is it really like artwork, almost masterpiece, or like it's me playing around, it's not the serious me. So but yeah, if I were to make a print out of this one, I would put some gold foil on this because I think a little bit of gold wouldn't hurt. You saw all of Klimt's art, there's a lot of gold. I would just give a little bit, but enough gold for accents. Yeah. I feel like I'm slowly losing my voice. Not to mention I'm doing this one without a script, because I realized I feel very robotic with a script. So I just had a pinpoint list of what I want to talk about, and then that's enough. But please let me know whether you prefer like the script Susan, or you prefer like me chilling in front of a mic and kinda slowly talking to you. No art history talk today because I'm still kinda processing the certain tomato soup incident in the National Gallery. Fun fact, I was in this exact same spot and right side to this painting. There's a Picasso painting, the entire chamber that the Vincent van Gogh Sunflowers was in is called the Impressionists, and there are Pablo Picasso's paintings that are not impressionistic. And I remember I was quarreling with a Frenchman over why Picasso shouldn't be here. Most specifically because the Impressionists chamber, well, the Impressionist is a group of people, is the name of a group of painters, and after them the entire movement of the Impressionism. But you don't call Vincent van Gogh Impressionism, you call him Post-Impressionist. And yeah, Impressionists, guess what, used pastels. So Vincent van Gogh is also infuriating in this chamber, as many things are infuriating in National Gallery in London. But well, but yeah, I'm still like trying to piece my feelings about all of this, and yeah, I don't want to rant or get angry again because I will lose my voice very soon, so apologies for that. Hope you have a fantastic day and see you soon. Susu out.